My name is Jackie, and this is my street story. I live in a duplex in the sort of Longfellow Seward borderlands. So I'm filling out this survey on vaginal pain. I go to the U for my medical needs, so it's research. I hear my neighbor upstairs taking a shower. My neighbor is this kid. I knew he was a college student at the U and an artist, and he kind of keeps to himself, so we rarely see him. He just doesn't seem like the kind of guy that takes really long showers. It's just not his style. And then I start to hear a drip, drip, drip in my bathroom. And I think, oh no, we have leaky pipes. Keep working on my survey. A few more minutes go by, and the drip is getting a little crazy now. So I get a bunch of pans and I put them in the bathroom to collect the water. It looks like it's coming in 3 places. And I sit back down, continue answering questions about pain in my vagina, which I don't have. This was just a survey. I'm starting to get really worried, and the dripping is getting really crazy now, and the pots are filling up. So I go upstairs to his apartment and I bang on the door pretty loudly, and I don't get a response. Go back down again, work on my survey. Now it's been like half an hour and the shower is still going. I go back into the bathroom, and now the dripping is turning into rivulets of water coming down my walls, out the light socket, out the plugs, like it's coming everywhere. And that's the point where I start to panic. I go up there and I'm banging on his door, and I'm shouting his name, and I'm not getting any answer. And so finally I just think, screw it, I'm gonna open the door, see if it's unlocked. It's unlocked. I smell something burning, but I don't even think to look around and see what that is, because his bathroom is right there. And I look, and the shower curtain is drawn, and there's just water pouring over the edge of his tub. I took a CPR first aid class, and the thing they were always harping on us about was check the scene, so that, in trying to help somebody, you don't end up killing yourself as well. What if he electrocuted himself in the tub, purposefully or not? I don't know this guy very well. And so I didn't want to step on the water because I could electrocute myself. So at this point, I just freak out. I run downstairs. I called 911. So I'm standing on the lawn, and I'm having all these thoughts in my head. If I hadn't been so afraid of stepping in the water, maybe I could be helping him right now. Maybe it wasn't electrocution. Maybe the water is fine to step in, and he slipped in the tub and hit his head, and he's face down in the water, and he's drowning right now. And I could get up there and give him CPR and save his life, but I don't know what to do. So I'm standing there thinking, dear God, if he is dead, please let it be suicide. Isn't that horrible? I'm such a bad person. Because if it hadn't been self-inflicted, then somehow I would be responsible for doing nothing. The first to come over are these 2 lady cops. They said, no, we don't want to go up there. And, because I told them that I was worried about getting electrocuted. I didn't want to step in the water. And they said, yeah, we don't want to do that either. We'll just wait for the fire department, they said. They know what to do. And the fire department came about 5 minutes later. And that was the moment where somehow I knew that I was in really good hands. Because the first guy off the fire truck, he was like 500 pounds and like 6'9". He was like a bouncer from the Hellmouth. It was amazing. And I thought, oh my God, this is our fire department. This is great. And so he comes bounding through. Don't worry, ma'am, we'll take care of this. And they go right past me. And as soon as they get up the back stairs, I hear lots of talking. And one of the voices I hear is my neighbor. So I know that he's not dead and everything's fine. And the big Hellmouth cop says to me, or Hellmouth fireman says to me, your neighbor fell asleep in his shower. Everything's fine. Thanks for calling us. And I was like, okay, great. Thank you for coming. Bye, everybody. I was kind of angry when all that happened. I was a little annoyed with my neighbor. And then a couple of months later, it was a Saturday afternoon, and I was laying on my bed reading. It was quiet in our apartment, so you can kind of hear what's going on upstairs. And I could hear him messing around on his guitar, which I've heard before, except this time I recognized the song he was trying to learn. It was I Will Dare by The Replacements. And I'd hear him strum a few chords, and then he'd stop and he'd put the CD on. So it was clear that he was trying to learn the song. And a few minutes of that, and that's all it took. All was forgiven. sitting there and listening to my neighbor play my favorite replacement song, it was just, I don't know, it felt like everything was right in the world. I can totally start over too if you need me to.
Light is flickering.
Are we running out of battery?
Ooh.